Nigel Farage has claimed the UK has grown a backbone in EU talks as he exposed Michel Barnier's true aim. Brexit negotiations are currently gridlocked with neither side able to come to any agreement, and as the deadline looms closer, many have raised concerns over a no-deal outcome. One of the main disputes in the negotiations is fishing, as the EU wants to maintain its rights to Britain's fishing waters. Under the controversial Common Fisheries Policy (CFP), all member states are given access to EU waters via quotas, a system dubbed unfair by critics due to the UK's large coastal area. But earlier this month, under new trade talks, the new quota for fishermen in the UK would see an increase of 50% of fish in British waters. Currently, the UK retains just 25% of fish in its waters, the rest being caught by European vessels. The leader of the Brexit party praised the government's demand and said the country has grown a backbone. Mr. Farage wrote, "For far too long, foreign boats have been able to pillage British waters with relative impunity. French fishermen could sit on their boats and watch as once thriving British coastal towns and communities were decimated by years of EU quotas. But now it seems like we've grown a backbone and are demanding that we increase our fishing quota by 50%, at the expense of EU boats. This is a good start." Barnier, however, is apparently unwilling to accept this, hence why no deal remains a serious option. Mr. Farage argues the EU's chief Brexit negotiator, Mr. Barnier, appears to be in trouble and lashed out at the Frenchman. In his latest column in The Telegraph, Mr. Farage also wrote, "If the British are now defending the national interest, Barnier at no stage has defended the national interest of any member state, any industry or group of workers. For him, this whole negotiation has had nothing to do with Europeans, but everything to do with the power in Brussels. It was always about the EU, always about the power of the institution and not about the member states it shamelessly claims to represent. If it's true that he's been sidelined, then maybe we have a realistic chance of getting a decent deal." Mr. Barnier is reportedly set to be sidelined by EU leaders in a bid to get a breakthrough in the currently gridlocked negotiations. As two more rounds of trade negotiations are scheduled this month, EU leaders are hoping talks will get moving and help bridge the divides between the bloc and the UK.